Cher-Amy's name is two French words meaning dear friend. He is a gallant homing pigeon. He was not merely a feathered creature, but a guardian angel of the skies. He was a hero in the Great War, saving the lives of 194 American soldiers with just one message, and numerous other lives when he flew 12 important missions to deliver messages. Cher-Amy spent several months on the front lines during the fall of 1918. He was donated by pigeon fanciers in Britain to the US Army Signal Corps in France during World War I. He was trained by the American Pigeoneers and quickly became a trusted messenger. Time and time again he soared through the heavens, carrying the vital messages between regiments, navigating treacherous skies to ensure the survival of countless soldiers. The path of duty, however, proved treacherous, but in October 1918 marked a pivotal moment in Cher-Amy's extraordinary saga. The courageous Major, Charles White Whittlesey, and his besieged battalion found themselves trapped behind enemy lines, confined to the desolate hollow nestled in the hillside. With dwindling supplies and ammunition, they were receiving friendly fire from their own Allied troops who wasn't aware of their location, and many were killed or wounded. They were left vulnerable to both the relentless enemy and unwitting fire of their own allies. Desperate for help and letting their Allied troops know that they need to stop bombing their location, as already 300 of his men were killed or wounded by both enemy fire and their own Allied fire. It was a horrifying position to be in. Major Whittlesey had only 3 pigeons with him. He prepared a message: "Many wounded, we cannot evacuate," and released the first bird. German machine guns shot it down. A second pigeon was dispatched. "Men are suffering. Can support be sent?" That one too, unfortunately, was sent spiraling down to an untimely demise. Whittlesey then turned to the unwavering Cher-Amy, his last beacon of hope. Whittlesey, his heart heavy with the burden of his men's lives, etched a plea on the onion paper, the ink flowing with a mix of desperation and determination. The message, carefully sealed in a canister affixed to Cher-Amy's right leg, bore the weight of their collective survival. He wrote, "We are along the road parallel to 276.4. Our own artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it." With the words of salvation securely bound to his being, Cher-Amy soared through the hazy battlefield, his wings beating with a combination of grace and courage. The watchful eyes of the Germans caught sight of his ascent from the dense undergrowth, and in response they unleashed a barrage of bullets, one piercing through his breast, another blinding him in one eye, and a third left his leg hanging by a mere tendon. The shock and pain must have been intense. He dropped from the sky, fluttered helplessly to the ground as the previous 2 had, much to the horror and dismay of the soldiers, as he was the only hope for their survival. But he managed to soar back, much to the relief of the soldiers. Cher-Amy pressed on, despite the searing pain and the crimson trail he left in his wake, reaching his loft at the division headquarters in a mere 25 minutes of hell. His body bearing the marks of his harrowing journey, his wounded breast whispered of sacrifice, his blinded eye echoed with horrors he witnessed, and his leg barely clinging to him testified to the price he paid. The skilled hands of the army medics fought tirelessly to mend his shattered body, determined to repay his unwavering loyalty. The successful mission stopped the friendly fire and redirected army artillery to the Germans. The lost battalion's fortunes turned, and on October the 8th, 194 men out of the original 554 made it back to the relative safety of the American lines. Upon his safe arrival in America, Cher-Amy received the Croix de Guerre medal with a palm oak leaf cluster honouring his remarkable heroic service in delivering 12 important messages in Verdun. He also received the gold medal from the organised bodies of the American pigeon fanciers in recognition of his gallant service during World War I. His body was later mounted by a taxidermist at the National Museum of Natural History. Chu'ami has been on display at the Smithsonian Institution since 1921, alongside Sergeant Stubby, the presumed Boston Terrier dog mascot of the U.S. Army 102nd Infantry. Soon I will be uploading a video about the famous dog Stubby and his remarkable efforts in World War I. Please keep an eye on that one. If you have got any value out of this remarkable true story, please subscribe, like, and I have already uploaded some more stories about brave animal heroes. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.